Um, First of all, there's a reason why Virginia's in the top 15 in the country and probably should be in the top 10, top five. Well-oiled machine, veteran players, um, connected to each other, evident by 25 assists, evident by 58%. They pretty much got anything they wanted. We seemed like we was a step behind everything defensively, and the pace of the game, the pace in which they run their offense, was hard for us to deal with. On the flip side, I thought the second half we moved the ball, we drove the ball, we didn't hold it as much, and we were able to somewhat have some success in the second half where we outscored them 40-39. But the tale of two halves, they could not have any rhythm, any flow to the game in the first half, and they ended up winning the first half by 16. Questions?
Raise your hand or unmute. Go ahead, Ray.
Yeah, KP, you're down to a situation now where any game could be your last game, and I'm sure you tried all different things to challenge or motivate this team. What's your message now as you get ready to head to Greensboro?
Well, at this point, it's a new season, 0-0. We have a lot of experience in what not to do. The things that we've done well, we better really be in tune to it. And the things that we haven't done well, we better be ready to correct it. If not, it'll be a one-game season for us the next season, which is tournament play. I think that we are capable, but it's more for me as I think about why. Why is there a vast difference between one half and the next? Why is there a lack of energy and effort to defend? It comes back to me as being mental, not physical. And, I go back to this. I believe the best teams, the best players, this is why teams go and try to get older players out of the portal and elsewhere so that you have guys that can fight and understand fighting and playing together and mental toughness. So hopefully that answers your question.
Russ Brown, go ahead.
Yeah, Kenny, it's Russ. Mike James had perhaps his best game. It was certainly one of his best games of the season. Could you comment on how he played and what you thought of it?
Thought he was aggressive. Thought he played strong. I thought he fought. Would have liked for him to be a little better defensively in certain spots. But I can't. Listen, if you're fighting, win, lose, or draw, I'm with you. But you have to come to the fight and participate in the fight to have success. And he did that. I thought he was one of the bright spots in the game. And he did it by basically, he made a couple good passes, but the ball moved, it hit his hands, made good, strong moves to the basket. If they collapsed, he made a pass. If not, went strong toward the basket and finished.
Fred Calgill, go ahead.
Hi, Kenny. Fred Calgill, WLKY. Two questions. Hey, two parts. So 31 games in the books. What are some of your takeaways from the equity of the experience? And what's your message to the guys now?
My takeaways, after going to this point, finishing the regular season is really hard if you don't have the right mentality. There's a difference in playing basketball and playing winning basketball. And so, there's a difference in young men that understand what the fight and what the grind of this sport is and why great teams win. And so I have to go out and see which one of these kids believe in that. And if not, I have to go and bring definitely bring players in that believe in the fight, the grind, the character it takes to be great. That winning matters. Doing the little things matter, and that's on and off the court. My message to them to this point on, from here this point on, is basically we're 0-0. And so the third part of the season is tournament play. I believe that we can win some games. I believe that if we play together, we share the ball, we defend, we rebound. I believe we have, some things that we can do to scare some people. But me believing it and guys going out and fighting to do it is at times, sometimes two different things.
Brooks Holton, go ahead.
Yeah, I also have two questions. The first one, they seem to be getting like a lot of shots off the pick and roll, just having guys open. What about that has been the most challenging in getting your guys to, work together to defend? And then the second question is, you said after a loss to Florida State last month that the team was a 70% better than when the season started. I'm just wondering now with the season coming to a close, how far you've seen them grow from day one to now.
They made a major jump, Brooke, and it's not evident by the record, which for me goes to show how good are teams that we're playing. But it's evident by when I look at when we first started, the first day of practice till today. There are times where we look efficient. There are times where we look like we belong. And I'm pleased with that. I just want them to understand that there's another ingredient, and the most important ingredient is winning. And it's a skill set. Nobody wants to be associated with losers. No one is ever going to give you credit for giving a good effort and coming up short. I don't believe in that, and I want these guys to have some success so they understand what winning basketball is. And it's a sacrifice. It's a major sacrifice. It just doesn't happen.
Any more questions for Coach? All right. Thank you all.